some things that you do to make sure you start freshen things up?
Well, I'm going to paint the whole place, but first, since I'm moving in, I'm going to paint the closets so I can put things into the closets. And
You paint the closets first?
I do. I paint them white so that the color doesn't reflect onto the clothes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And you really know what you're selecting when you select it. And I put down shelf paper everywhere.
Right.
That's appropriate.
Right.
And I do a very deep clean of the kitchen and the bathroom.
So you're basically a germaphobe?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, okay.
I own it.
Well, it's okay, yeah. When you move in a new place, that's a good idea, because like the one thing I know when you walk in, like I try and change the cover plates because sometimes that's where like all these like handprints are and the stains are so deep you can't even get them out sometimes.
That's actually a really good idea.
Try and do that, and of course like try and remove anything that's bleeding, which would be like a stain anywhere. But then I also try and bring in a fresh, aroma. And sometimes you can do that with like candles or incense. Sometimes you need sage or even a priest.
An exorcism.
Yeah.
Yes. I moved into some places that needed an exorcism.
Yeah. So today I'm going to show everybody how they can sort of create their own look in their apartment.
I love it.
Just by painting using tape. And it looks like you've done some painting at some point.
Ty, I wore these for you. These are my at-home painting pants. I paint my apartment. Yeah.
And have you ever left? You've never left home like that.
I've never. Only for you when I do this.
Well, I'm so glad you got your painting pants. I usually paint without any pants. So this is great. This is really...
I won't even respond
let's
to
not
that.
even talk about that. Okay.
So what are we doing?
Right. Well, I'm going to show you guys how you can take the materials you have when you move into a place and create cool designs in your home simply by using your imagination and a little bit of patience. All right? So what do you have when you move in, right? You've got boxes.
Tons of boxes.
Cardboard boxes. You've also got tape, like moving tape or tape. And then a box cutter. And just by using tape, a measuring tape, even a pizza box, because that's usually your first meal, right?
It always is.
But let me show you what you can create on your wall just by using the materials that you have.
Wow.
Starting with, okay, let's say you have cardboard boxes, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you cut them all the way open so that they're no longer a box, they're just cardboard, you can actually take this, lay it flat, and it slides right underneath your base molding to create a good drop cloth, so that way if you're painting anything, you're not running the floor.
Great drop cloth, actually.
Right. So take a look, like as usual, we start with a white wall. So if you take a look at this picture, you'll see we just started with a white wall. It's usually what you run to an apartment.
Apartment white.
And then just by taking a measuring tape, measuring up wherever you want. Like here, we also want to create a chair rail, create some really bold stripes running vertically and horizontally. So just by using simple tape, or if you get a chance to use this green stuff.
What's the difference?
The green tape is really good because it keeps a cleaner line. What's neat here, just by painting shades of gray, you can actually have the illusion of a chair rail that has depth. And then we wanted to go one step further and create, molding just by taking the top off an old pizza box. You can use that as a shape, take some chalk, and actually chalk around the edge. You make sure you got a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
You come in, you measure an inch in, and that's where we measured an inch in. That's when we used our tape.
So what you're able to do is bring all this architectural detail to a flat wall without investing in moldings, without hiring a carpenter. It's on your own.
Exactly. And what's great about that is you can actually show dimension by using, different shades of the same color. So this has already been taped off right here. White is underneath that, right? So if you're using white, you want to take that off. And then we take this around and come back with a friendly square and your box cutter and cut that really clean line. That's important.
Oh, okay.
So then all you do, you can help me with this.
Yeah.
If you want to just grab this, is just take a brush or a roller and just paint inside the areas that are taped off.
Well, actually, this is even Tim foolproof because I can just paint everything except outside of the blue tape,
right,
and not worry about it.
Well,
this is great.
That's good. And so what you want to do is make sure you let it dry, all right, and then once it's dry, so Tim, you can take a break. That was just to show a
But how easy is that? It took less than a minute.
Right. So then you peel this off, and this is what's really cool. You take the time, you peel that off, and you get a clean line again, right?
Nice.
And so,
It's beautiful.
Overnight, there's more. Now. So then we took our tape, taped off. After it's dried, you come back for the accent color. That's the key. So we take this off, and then we're going to bring in a little accent pop just like this. Right?
That's what you mean by
so
accent
then you
color.
can come in like this. So yeah, you get the idea. So you just run that all the way over, and then once you've let that dry, let me show you what the finished product is.
And it's water-based paint, yes. So it'll dry pretty quickly.
And anybody can do this just by using some of the materials you move in with. Now, Tim, it's time for the big reveal, which I love. So take a look at what the finished wall looks like, all right? Spin it around. Tim, make it quick.
All right, let's do it.
So take a look at that.
Wow.
So next, we're going to Stacey Lewis's big reveal. We'll be right back.